The next day, the news that Jesus was on the way to Jerusalem swept through the city, and a huge crowd of Passover visitors took palm branches and went down the road to meet him, shouting,
Long live the King! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the kingdom he is bringing. God save the King! Long live the King! Long live the King! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Bless the King! Blessed is the kingdom he is bringing. God save the King! Long live the King! Long live the King! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Bless the King! Blessed is the kingdom he is bringing. God save the King! Long live the King! Long live the King! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Bless the King! Blessed is the kingdom he is bringing. God save the King! God save the King!
On the first day of the Passover, the disciples asked Jesus where he wanted to go to eat the traditional Passover supper. He sent 2 of them into Jerusalem to make the arrangements. So the 2 disciples went on ahead into the city and found everything as Jesus had said and prepared the Passover. That evening, as he sat eating with the 12, he said, "One of you will betray me." Sorrow chilled their hearts, and each one asked, "Am I the one?" He replied, "It is the one I served first, for I must die just as was prophesied, but woe to the man by whom I am betrayed. Far better for that one if he had never been born." As they were eating, Jesus took a small loaf of bread and blessed it, and broke it apart and gave it to the disciples, and said, "Take it and eat it, for this is my body." And he took a cup of wine and gave thanks for it, and gave it to them and said, "Each one drink from it, for this is my blood, sealing the new covenant. It is poured out to forgive the sins of multitudes." And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Then Jesus said to them, "Tonight you will all desert me, for it is written in the scriptures that God will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered. But after I have been brought back to life again, I will go to Galilee and meet you there." Peter declared, "If everyone else deserts you, I won't." Jesus told him, The truth is that this very night before the cock crows at dawn, you will deny me 3 times. I would die first, Peter insisted, and all the other disciples said the same thing. Then Jesus brought them to a garden grove, Gethsemane, and told them to sit down and wait while he went on ahead to pray.
The night is cold and quiet, my Lord. Oh, let this cup pass from my lips, for I am so afraid. Father, help me now, I pray. Save me from this trial I have to go through. Father, I have no one but you. Save me from the pain I have to bear. The night is cold and quiet, my Lord. Oh, let this cup pass from my lips, for I am so afraid. I'm so afraid. Oh God, the time is very near. I'm going to be betrayed by a man I trusted. I cannot die upon a cross. Yours, oh God, my Father. The nails are sharp and cruel, my Lord, but take me to the cross of wood. It is the only way.
Early in the morning, the chief priests, elders, and teachers of religion, the entire Supreme Court, met to discuss the next step. They decided to send Jesus under armed guard to the palace of Pilate, the Roman governor.
Now you're standing here before me, my judgment to receive, and the evidence against you is getting harder to believe. For they claim you say you're greater than their prophets and their law. If your kingdom is of heaven, then why are you here at all? Now for God's sake, give an answer to the charges you have heard. I've no reason to condemn you, and the charges are absurd. I just don't know what to make of you, or the truth you claim to be. And if you're really their Messiah, then why can't your people see? Listen to them.
God knows he will see this Jesus crucified.
you see the situation, the position that I'm in? I'd just have you whipped and beaten, but this crowd intend to win. I may be a Roman governor, but my hands are really tied, and you're about to be the only king I ever crucified.
Listen to us, crucify him, set Barabbas free. We'd rather have a murderer than let this man blaspheme. Crucify him, set Barabbas free. We'd rather have a murderer than let this man blaspheme. We'd rather have a murderer than let this man blaspheme.
I'll have nothing more to do with you. I value my career. I'll have nothing more to do with you. My heart is filled with fear. I take no responsibility. Take him away from here.
So Pilate sentenced Jesus to die as they demanded, and he released Barabbas, the man imprisoned for insurrection and murder, at their request. He ordered Jesus to be flogged with a leaded whip and handed him over to be crucified. Then the Roman soldiers took him into the barracks of the palace, called out the entire palace guard, dressed him in a purple robe and made a crown of long, sharp thorns, and put it on his head. Then they saluted, yelling, "Long live the King of the Jews!" And they beat him on the head with a cane and spat on him, and went down on their knees to worship him. When they finally tired of their sport, they took off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him again and led him away to be crucified. As they were on the way to the execution grounds, they came across a man from Cyrene in Africa.
Simon, carry my cross. It's so heavy. They beat me till I fell. My strength has gone, and now I need your help. It's hard to follow this through, but it's something I have to do. 'Cause death, I die for you. For I love you more than you can ever know, ever know.
place where Jesus was crucified was near the city, and the signboard was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek, so that many people read it. Then the chief priests said to Pilate, "Change it from the King of the Jews to, he said, I am the King of the Jews." Pilate replied, "What I have written, it stays exactly as it is." The people jeered at him as they walked by and wagged their heads in mockery. "Ha! Look at you now," they yelled at him. "So you can destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days. If you're so wonderful, save yourself and come down from the cross." The chief priests and religious leaders were also standing around joking about Jesus. "He's quite clever at saving others," they said, "but he can't save himself." "Hey there, Messiah," they shouted at him. "You, King of Israel, come on down from the cross, and we'll believe you." Early Sunday morning, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and found that the stone was rolled aside from the entrance. She ran and found Simon Peter and me and said, "They have taken the Lord's body out of the tomb, and I don't know where they have put him." We ran to the tomb to see. I outran Peter and got there first and stooped and looked in and saw the linen cloth lying there, but I didn't go in. Then Simon Peter arrived and went on inside. He also noticed the cloth lying there, while the bandage that had covered Jesus' head was rolled up in a bundle and was lying at the side. Then I went in too and saw and believed that he had risen. For until then we hadn't realized that the scriptures said he would come to life again. We went on home, and by that time Mary had returned to the tomb and was standing outside, crying. She glanced over her shoulder and saw someone standing behind her. It was Jesus, but she didn't recognize him. "Why are you crying?" he asked her. "Whom are you looking for?" She thought he was the gardener. "Sir," she said, "if you have taken him away, tell me where you have put him, and I will go and get him." "Mary," Jesus said. She turned towards him. "Master," she exclaimed.
Brothers, I have seen the Lord. I have seen a new day rise. Oh, friends, I have seen the Lord.
Jesus is alive. 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 Rejoice, we have seen the Lord. God has come among us. Praise, we have seen the Lord. God's face now shines upon us, shines on us. Jesus is alive. 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 Risen with the sun as the early flowers open. You're coming home, your voice is clear now. My heart begins to understand. Son of the world. Son of the world, you love so dearly. Love so deep breaks open a new day. I find you close to my heart.
me.